Hey, I'm you from the future.
Whoa.
I know it's weird, right? Don't worry, space-time is fine. Anywho, I just wanted to say that Bow Valley College was a real turning point for us. I really appreciate you taking the leap. Anyway, you need to go. Get to class. Get out of here. You got this. You're a rock star.
We're a rock star?
No, we're not. It's fine. Just get to class. I'm gonna have weird dreams tonight.
Oh my future. I'm future you. I'm you from the future. I want you to know it's all worth it. Early morning classes, long hours at the library, all of it. Bow Valley College really pays off for us. And because we don't say it enough, you're awesome.
Hey everybody, welcome and good afternoon to all of you. So welcome to our webinar. This is Study in Alberta, Canada with Bow Valley College, Apply Board, and ACN Southern. So I am your host for today, Bea Barcelona, and later on we'll be meeting my co-presenters from Bow Valley and Apply Board. Okay, so I would love to hear from our attendees today. So I would love to know your locations. So can you guys chat down your locations or your cities where you're from in the chat box so that I can also show you so that I can give you guys a shout out and we can know the reach of our webinar today. For example, I am saying hello from Marikina City here in Metro Manila. So I would love to know your locations. Hello Nicole from Cabanatuan. How are you? Hello Nico from Laguna. We have Mariah from Batangas, John Russell from Pangasinan, Naomi from Cagayan, Joey from Mandaluyong. We have from Rizal, Cavite, CDO from Manila, Quezon City. Okay, so we have a lot of people here with us today all over the Philippines. Hi, Gianina from Zambales, Randy from Baguio, Emeline from Cebu. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us this afternoon. Thank you so much for sharing your locations. Okay, so let me begin by talking about today's agenda. Okay, so for this webinar, what will be the information you will be receiving? Okay, so first off, we will be talking about Canada. So if you're not yet familiar with the country we are focusing on today, you'll get to know facts about Canada. Then we will be hearing from Bow Valley College. You'll learn about the school and what they have to offer. Then we will be showing you how to get your study permit so you can learn how you can work and study in Canada. Then at the end of our presentations, we will be having the question and answers. So if you have any questions during the presentations, take note of them. Then you can put them in the chat box. Then we will answer them one by one. Also, we are live on Facebook. So if you have friends who are unable to join the Zoom meeting, you can send them our Facebook Live link. Okay. So we will also be checking out the Facebook comments if your questions will be there. All right. So who will be our presenters for today? So we have Bow Valley College. We have the regional manager for international education, Mr. Eric Wen. Hi, Eric. How are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing great and can't wait to talk with you about my institution, about area.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Eric. We can't wait also. And then we have from Apply Board, the International Recruitment Manager, Miss Pearl Yu. Hi, Pearl.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Great to be with you guys again today.
Thank you so much, Pearl. Okay. And then, as I mentioned a while ago, I am Bea Barcelona. I am a marketing specialist for ACN Southern. All right. So if everybody is ready, I would love to know if you guys are good to go. So put in the chat box if you're ready for our webinar for today. Okay. So okay, good to go. Thank you so much, Monique. All right. So first off, we'll be hearing about Canada from Miss Pearl Yu from Apply Board. So I'm giving the presentation to you, Pearl.
All right, sounds good. Hang on, let me share my screen. Sorry. There we go. I hope you guys can see my screen. All right. So good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to be here with you guys again. So my name is Pearl. I am from Applyboard. We are an AI-powered tech company used by our partner agents, such as ACN, to match students to our partner schools across Canada and other country destination. I'm here to talk about Canada and why study in Canada. So a little bit about Applyboard. Up to date, we are a 4 billion Canadian dollar company. So we are an educational tech company. We've helped around 150,000 students to secure right around 30 million Canadian dollars in scholarship, having partnered with 1,500 universities, colleges, and high school partners in Canada and in the UK, US, and as well as in Australia. And we have 4,000 recruitment partners, such as ACN and across the globe, being supported by right around 1,000 employees in Applyboard. So I would like to talk about Canada. What is it in Canada that you would want to be your country of destination? What are the different opportunities available for international students, and as well as the cost of attendance or studying and living in Canada? So the country in itself, it is located into the northern part of North America. So its southern border shares with the US, and as a country in itself, so you have different provinces. They're divided into different provinces, in which you have Ontario, Quebec, British Columbia, and Alberta as one of their kind of like major provinces, having different metropolitan cities. One of the largest are in Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver. And these three metropolitan cities are actually part of the top 20 list of QS World University ranking in terms of the best student cities. So why Canada, right? What's in Canada? So Canada is actually, it ranks one of the best countries in terms of quality of life, meaning that Canadian residents, Canadian citizens are actually generally happy with living in Canada. And as well as Canada is globally known for its multiculturalism, meaning you as an international student going to Canada, you will always feel inclusive and welcome being in the country. And that's also mainly because they have a really good pro-immigration policy, which leads me to the point of what are the different opportunities that you can get studying in Canada. So again, they have pro-immigration policy, which allows students or international students to be able to work or gain Canadian work experience after they graduate from the different programs that are specially tailor-fit for international students. So you have the postgraduate work permit, which essentially, if you wish, you can also use to transition into getting your permanent residency into the country. And because Canada has an excellent pro-immigration policies, and they have programs that are designed for international students, they have one of the best programs and colleges and universities. So Canada is home to over 130 different colleges, and as well as over 90 different universities, in which all are kind of like well ranked. So you have QS and the World University rankings, attesting to the quality of education that you will get into Canada. They actually do have different fields of studies that are in demand for international students. So you have information technology, you have healthcare, they're also good at business and hospitality, and as well as engineering. Now, one of the best part about having Canada as your country of destination is that they are actually affordable. In terms of cost of living, among all of its peers into country of destination, Canada is actually ranked 6th. So they are the cheapest amongst these 6 countries in terms of cost of living. And quality of education is actually there. So they're ranked 4 into out of 6. So this means that you are paying for the quality of education that you're getting. So you get the value for money that you have. So with me today actually is one of our partner institutions or one of our partner schools from Apply Board in which ACN has access to. So I have with me over here Eric Nguyen. He is from a school in located in Alberta, which is Bow Valley. So I will pass it over to you, Eric.
Yes, I'm here.
There you go.
Yes. So hello everyone. I'm Eric. I represent for Bow Valley College in Southeast Asia. So today I will talk about the destination, our city, our province, where you live, and also I will introduce about Bow Valley College. Last year, we in top 5 destinations for international students who come from Philippines. So I think you will get a lot of information with my presentation. So I will share my screen now. So everyone can see my screen, right? We will talk about the general destination first. We located in the downtown Calgary. So where's Calgary? Calgary is one of the biggest cities in Canada, and we have a lot of Filipino over there. So you will find a lot of new friends come from the same country with you. So some of the advantage when we talk about Calgary, the first is about the living life. I have been in Toronto, Vancouver, and Calgary, and actually I see no difference. We stay at a big modern city and a lot of outside activity. We have the lowest cost of living among nearly 40 North American cities. Every year, our international students only spend about 9 to under 10,000 for living. Besides that, with Calgary and Alberta, you will have a lot of advantage. For example, with the students who want to immigrate after graduation, yes, we have the provincial nominee program. With the provincial nominee program, your pathway to permanent residence will be much easier than the extra entry or some other program. So where's our location? Where's Bow Valley? Bow Valley College, we located in the heart of Calgary, downtown Calgary. So what is the advantage of the downtown location? Our location, our campus is very close to a lot of shopping malls, art center, museum, and other restaurants. Besides that, with this location, you can easy to find part-time job, full-time job, a lot of opportunity for you. So you can see some picture here about the outside our campus. The public transportation also pretty good in Calgary. You can see here, right next to the campus, we have 2 train stations, and this train, you can go around the city very easy. Now we go to the detail of the Bow Valley College. We was founded in 1965, and we are public institution. I will tell you why I have to mention about public institution. Normally, our average tuition for the most of the program with around 15 to 16,000 per year. Most of the programs we have the work experience component, which means we offer you the co-op, the practicum, the internship. So you will know exactly what you will do in the future. you will know the career. Our employment rate always around 88 to 90% every year. So basically, our students can easily to find a job, the suitable job within 6 months after graduation with a percentage of 90. So why I have to talk about public institutions? Because we are public institution, so we guarantee for you the postgraduate work permit. We will give you the PGWP 100% from at least 1 year to maximum 3 years. So within 1 to 8 years here, you can work, you can apply for the permanent residence. So job pathway is right over here. So we have a lot of options for international students to choose when they study with Bow Valley College. We have certificate 1-year program. We have diploma 2-year program. We have post-diploma certificate 1 year. And the most important thing is we don't have any limit. We don't have age limit. We don't ask for the work experience. So basically, you only have to graduate high school. You only have to be from 18 and above. You can study with us. At this moment, Bow Valley College, we have about more than 17,000 people, 17,000 students study in 6 schools: School of Business, Health Wellness, Entertainment Arts, Community Studies, English Learning, and Technology. With the students who don't want to stop their learning, who don't want to have just diploma certificate, we offer you the university transfer program. So after 2 years with Bow Valley College, you can spend 2 or 3 more years with this, our partner, to earn the bachelor degree. So University of Alberta, University of Calgary, all of them are the top university in Canada. So we will go to all the schools. The first school is our newest school, the newest program, School of Central for Entertainment Arts. Nowadays, we have a lot of amazing movies, right? We have Marvel, we have DC, we have a lot of series like Game of Thrones. So our students will do that kind of film, will do that kind of job. You can see here, Calgary is the 4th largest production in Canada. A lot of producers, a lot of projects happen now in Calgary, even during the COVID. Our students, they will study in a world-class instructor. All the professors, all the instructors, they come from the real working environment. They come out from this type of huge project. You will study with best of the best people come from the filming industry, and all the students are totally 100% ready to enter the industry with the confidence. The reason is we not only have you with the knowledge, we also introduce you to our partner, and you will practice over there, practice the real project. So we offer 3 programs with the Center of Entertainment Arts. The first program is a program you will focus on the animation, you focus on the VFX, and the estimated tuition fee is about 27,000 Canadian dollars. Remember, entertainment art, all the tuition included everything. Included computer, included textbook, included all the tuition. The next 2 programs, they are diploma programs. We have advanced 3D animation and modeling, and we have advanced visual effects. So with the 2-year program, 6 terms, you will earn the PGWP maximum 3 years. And the tuition fee, they're pretty high, about 67,000 for the whole program. With 6 terms, so every term you will pay about 10,000. However, we do have scholarships from 10% up to 30% for this entertainment art program. And remember, this tuition included everything. You don't have to pay anything else. The salary for you will start from 65,000 to 75,000 per year. Remember, international students only spend about 10,000 per year for living. The second school is the business school. This is the most, everyone can study business, right? It's pretty easy. We have 1-year program and 2-year program. So depend on what type of program you want to study or how much you can pay. The tuition fee is, I think it's pretty acceptable, from just about 12,000 to 30,000 for the total program. So with 2-year program, every year you only have to spend about 15,000 for the tuition. Especially with the business administration diploma, we offer you the co-op. So with the co-op, you will not only earn the experience as a real working environment, but you also have the salary. After the graduation, the salary will start from 40,000 to maximum 100,000 per year, based on your experience, based on your position. The next school is the School of Technology. You can see here we have 2 big majors under the technology school. First is technology major with the cybersecurity, software, or IT program. The creative is a little bit about the design. We have digital marketing, we have kitchen by design, we have digital design or interior decorating. So basically, it depends on what you're interested to study. The tuition fee is about 20,000 per year for this type of program, and the salary will start from 70,000 to maximum more than 120,000 per year. With our diploma, our certificate, you can work anywhere, not only inside Canada. School health awareness. I received a lot of inquiry from Filipino students asked about the health and wellness program. At this moment, we have only 3 programs. The first is 2-year diploma program related to the pharmacy technician. So with 2-year pharmacy technician, you can work at the pharmacy or even in the hospital. The tuition fee for the total 2-year program will nearly 29,000 for the total. So every year, just about under 15,000. It's pretty acceptable with the health program. 2 other options for students who want to study health wellness. We have the healthcare aid or health human service. The salary for the students who graduate from our health wellness program will start from 50,000 to more than 80,000 per year. And you don't have to worry about where you will work in the future. Bow Valley College, we will find the job for you. We will introduce you to our partner. The final school will be the School of Community Studies. This is also a very popular option for Filipino students because we have some, maybe you already get familiar with this program. For example, the education assistant, the early childhood or childhood care program, and social work. With this program, we will give you the chance to practice with our practicum project, not only inside Canada, but international practicum project. The salary will start from 40,000 to more than 90,000 per year. And if you have more experience year by year, you can earn more than that. With the students who already graduate from college or university in Philippines, we can offer you the postgraduate program. We have 5 options here: health human service, digital marketing, software, kitchen by design, cybersecurity. The tuition fee starts from 15,000 to more than 33,000 for the whole program. So I think with the student who already graduate from university, you work for a few years, you save some money, and now you want to have a new chance in Canada. You want to immigrate, you want to bring your family. Here's your solution: study with us and build a new future. Besides the career program, we also have the Elixir program. So basically, this program for the students who don't meet our Elixir requirements, or the students who just want to study English program. However, I think because I know that the Filipino students, you have a good English proficiency. So I think this program is actually not necessary for Filipino students. Now we go to the requirement. Basically, the admission requirement, we will ask for the high school transcript and high school diploma for the student who want to study certificate or diploma program. With the students who already graduate from college and university, you will go to the postgraduate program. We ask for the transcript and the credential from your university or college. This requirement, most of the programs will require you IELTS 6.0, no lower than 6, or you can choose other options, for example, Duolingo. We still accept Duolingo until fall 2022. So for next year, you don't have to worry that we will stop the Duolingo. However, if English is the language of instruction in your high school or university, if you study your high school, if you study your university program 100% in English, we will waive the English requirement for you. So it's a very good deal, right? Now we go to the service for the students. You come to us, you come to Bow Valley College, not only for the studies, right? You also want to experience the Canadian life, and more than that, in the future, you want to immigrate. So we do know about that. We do have you. With the career and employment, basically, you don't have to really find a job because we will have you to take the job. We introduce you to our partner. We introduce you to our local company. So you can do the interview. You can apply for the job. Before you do that, we have you with the job fair. We prepare the CV. We have you to prepare the interview. With the financial, we have scholarship. I will talk about it later. And not all everything. The most important thing is immigration information. We have the immigration counselor from RCIC on campus. So this counselor will have you with the study permit, the PGWP, the work permit, and they also have you with the permanent resident. They will give you the checklist. We will have you to check if your document is good enough or not. They give you the advice and have you to apply for the PR. With the life on campus, as I mentioned, you not only come here to just only study, right? You only want to enjoy the life. So we have a volunteer opportunity. We have a lot of events, student club, workshop, and we are also famous for outside activities. So you can see the picture here. Very, very wonderful. Scholarship. As you already know that the public institution in Canada, we don't have many scholarships. and the value is not too high, right? However, we still offer you some scholarship. You can choose apply as many as scholarship you want, and we will combine, we will sum up for you the total value of scholarship you can earn. So you don't have to choose one over these six scholarships. You can apply for all these six scholarships. So basically, all the information I want to share with you about the area, the Bow Valley College. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me by the end of our meeting. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Eric, for your presentation. All right, so now let us start the presentation for our study permit. Okay, so allow me to share my screen. Okay, so now let us talk about getting your study permit. Now, in order for you to come to Canada and study at BVC, you must first have a study permit. And that is the assistance ACN Southern will be giving to you. Okay, now ACN, we were established in 2005. So you would know that we have been in this industry for many years now. We have services for Australia, Canada, and New Zealand, but for today, we're focusing on our program, especially the abroad program in Canada. Okay, now a study permit, if you guys have been researching, looking into other ways to go abroad, you might have come across the term study permit or maybe student visa. Okay, now they call it study permit in Canada. So this is the document issued by the Canadian government that allows you to come to their country and study at designated learning institutions, which are schools allowed by the government to host international students. All right. Okay, now you guys might want to take down some notes. You can open your notes app or you can bring out a pen and paper because we will now be talking about the qualifications and the requirements you need so that you can get your study permit to Canada. For the qualifications, you have to be at least 18 years old. Okay, so there is no age limit. As also mentioned by Eric, there's no age limit. So you could be well above the 18 years old. You can be 19 years old, or I'm just kidding. You can be like a 30, 40, 50, even 50 plus years old, and you can study in Canada as long as you can still you're still healthy, right? Okay. Next is you should be at least a senior high school graduate, or if you are from the old curriculum, a second year college. Okay. Then you should also have good health and character because you would be required to undergo a medical health check and submit police clearance. Now let's talk about the requirements and the documents you'll be needing. First is you'll be needing personal documents like your passport and your birth certificate, academic documents like your diploma and your transcript of record, English requirements. So as mentioned by Eric a while ago, the Filipinos, you already have very good English. Okay. Then for the financial documents, you will also be needing your bank statements. Okay. Now, another very important requirement for you to come to Canada is a study plan. So when you apply for a study permit, there's no more interview or appearance before an immigration officer, visa officer to do the interview. Okay, so you would just be submitting a study plan. So this is a letter addressed to the immigration officer explaining why you want to come to Canada, what are your plans, what program you will take, which school you'll be studying at, and then it's very important to show them your plans after your study, like employment opportunities and your social ties to the Philippines. Now, ACN Southern, we have a study plan template, so we will be helping you out with this requirement. Okay, now let's talk about the application process. Let me divide the steps into three. Okay, so first is the contract signing. So you might be wondering, how do I start? I don't know where to start. So to start, you must sign the ACN contract or ACN agreement, pay the ACN fees, then we'll give you the complete list of requirements for you to gather. Next is the enrollment process. So ACN will be applying you to BVC through Apply Board. Okay, so you'll fill out some enrollment forms, you gather your requirements, you submit it to ACN Southern. So we'll be the one to submit your application online. Okay, then you'll be receiving the letter of offer and you would be paying your tuition fee deposit. Once the school receives your tuition fee, they will be now issuing the letter of acceptance or your LOA, meaning you're now officially enrolled and you're now officially a student at Bow Valley College. Now's the time for us to submit your study permit application. So you fill out some study in Canada application forms. You gather more requirements for this. Then ACN Southern will collate this. We will double check them. Then we will submit your permit application online. Okay? Once we've submitted that, we will now also wait for your appointment for the medical health check and submit your biometrics, which are your fingerprints. Okay? Then we will now wait for your permit decision. Okay, so it's very easy, just 3 stages, and it can be done in a span of 4 months. Okay, so it's very fast if you compare it to other ways to go abroad. In a span of 4 months, you can already have your study permit, then come to Canada. All right. Okay, so ACN Southern, you can check us out on Facebook. So you can send us a message or you can also email me directly. So my email address is acnsouthern30@gmail.com. And you can also schedule a one-on-one consultation with me. So at the end of my presentation, we'll have a question and answer for Bow Valley College and for ACN or to apply board. But if you don't feel that comfortable asking your questions in a public platform, you can schedule this consultation with me. It's a one-on-one, it's a private conversation between us. So this can be done virtually. So you can choose to be contacted via phone call, messenger, or we can do Zoom and Google Meet. All right. So that ends my part of the presentation. Okay. These are also our office locations, so you can check us out. Okay, so these are done by appointment because with the COVID pandemic protocols, you have to double check. But we highly encourage you guys to contact us virtually before you choose to visit our offices. All right. Okay, so now our question and answer portion is now open. Okay, so if you have any questions for ACN, for Apply Board, and for Bow Valley College, you can put them down in the chat box in our Facebook Live, and Pearl, Eric, and I will answer your questions one by one. All right, so Eric and Pearl, are you ready for our Q&A?
Sure, let's go
Yeah,
ahead.
absolutely.
All right, okay, so we actually have a few questions already in our chat box. Okay, so thank you so much, Edmund, for your question. So how much is the ACN fee? All right, so for the ACN fee, you can reach me through my email address and I'll give you the estimate of expenses. So it's already a breakdown of the fees, included the ACN fee, the tuition fee for the school, and the fees for the study permit. All right, so I'll wait for your email, Edmund. Okay, so from Isa, how long will it take for us to pay the initial deposit for the school after submitting all the requirements through Apply Board? We just submitted an application through Apply Board by one of our consultants through ACN. All right, so Pearl, would you like to take this question?
Sorry. Yep, sure. So that will also depend on which intake you are looking into. Because say, for example, if your intake is on September 2022, Eric would actually attest that they are not yet open for September 2022 intake. What happens with your application is that you are on queue to be submitted once Bow Valley opens their intake. But if it is with January, then you're most likely still just waiting for your decision from Bow Valley.
All right, okay. So she actually says yes. It's for the September 2022 for the business administration program.
Yes. So, Eric, would you want to answer the question on when you're opening for the September 2022 intake?
Yeah. So as you already know, Bow Valley College, we in top destination Filipino students. So maybe our disadvantage is we run a slot pretty quickly. At this moment, we totally run a slot for this fall, this September, and also the January 2022. The intake will be available next for you. The student will be for 2022, so the September next year. We will open for registration 1 year before the start date. So basically, we will open for you to apply on the 3rd of August this year. So we have just about 2 months from now to prepare the paper and apply for the next year.
All right,
So-
thank you so much.
Sorry, just to top on that. So if you have submitted your application through ApplyBoard, it means that your documents are ready and your package is ready to be sent to Bow Valley. And once they open their application, it sends directly to them on queue, on priority as well.
All right, thank you so much, Pearl, and thank you so much, Eric, for your answers. Okay, so I hope Isa, your question was answered. Okay, so now we have from Rachel, is there a graduate diploma related to civil engineering? So this question is for Eric.
Actually, we don't have the exact program you want. However, as I mentioned before, we have some postgraduate programs. For example, the health human service, the digital marketing or software development. Because we don't ask for the work experience, so you still can study our postgraduate program or diploma program. However, from my opinion, you can ask ACN to give you advice with other institutions where they have the exact program suitable for you.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, next we have here from Naomi. Okay, is the tuition fee a one-time payment? Okay, so Eric.
Thank you so much for the question. About the tuition fee, actually, you don't have to pay upfront. You can pay by the semester. And the good thing is, you only have to finish the tuition fee about under 1 month before you start the program. So you have a lot of time. I want to talk about the letter acceptance, the LOA. So basically, you can apply for the visa, the student visa with LOA, right? And to get our LOA, you will have to pay the deposit. Our deposit is 1,500. It's pretty accessible because normally other institutions, they will ask for maybe at least 5,000 on the first semester, but with us, 1,500, that's all.
All right, so it's a pretty competitive deposit because other schools they would require a much bigger deposit. So thank you so much, Eric, for that. Okay, so just to reiterate, you would just pay a deposit to get your letter of acceptance from Bow Valley College. All right. So Naomi, I would love to set up a consultation with you so that if you have any more questions regarding the tuition fees or the fees, we can talk about them one by one. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so we have a next question from Michael. I am a registered mechanical engineer. Would you recommend the student pathway? All right, so let me take this question. All right, so usually when you already have occupations like the mechanical engineers, you would take like express entry or you would apply directly for permanent residency in Canada. But with regards to that, I actually have a lot of students who initially applied for express entry so that they can go directly to Canada for work, but they had a hard time. Their applications took a really long time because they were having a difficulty looking for a full-time permanent work. Okay, so that's why I would also recommend the student pathway. It's actually the fastest way for you to come to Canada. And when you get to Canada under the study permit, if you have your family with you, if you have spouse and children, they can already come with you to Canada. Okay, so the student pathway, again, it's the fastest way for you to come to Canada. All right, so I would love to also have a consultation with you, Michael, about this one. We'll talk more about the benefits of student pathway, and if you have your family, I can also discuss with you how you can bring them. All right. So thank you so much, Michael, for that. Okay. All right. So we have from Robert Reyes. Do you have support system if ever we arrive at Canada in terms of looking for accommodation? All right. So Eric, would you like to answer this question?
Yes, that's a very good question, especially during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
So as you already know that we welcome back students come inside Canada from October last year. So we do have a system to support the students. We prepare a lot of plans for you. So basically, before you come to Canada, we will contact with you, give you the plan, suggest you the schedule, when should you come, and what is about the quarantine plan for you. Besides that, because our location, we located in downtown Calgary, 3 huge buildings for you. So we don't have space to build a residence. However, there are a lot of other housing options in Calgary, and our team will help you with the option. For example, we can give you the list of the homestay, the rental house, and you can share the residence with your friend, a lot of options. So don't be shy, don't hesitate to contact us when you get a student visa and ask us to support you with a plan to travel to Canada, especially during this pandemic. And one good thing is we are on the plan to come back to the campus 100%. So basically, we will try to study on campus 100% all the programs. So all face-to-face study.
Okay, that's good news to hear that you will be soon 100%. So is that for the fall 2021 intake, or when will it be 100% delivery? Yes. Hi, Eric.
Yeah,
Yes, Eric. Yes. Okay. So when will you be starting the 100% face-to-face delivery? Is it for the incoming fall 2021?
actually, yes. We are on planning, and so we don't have the final decision yet. But so far, I think 90% that everything will be normal because in Canada and US, we have a good percentage of people who got vaccinated. Especially, for example, with Alberta and Calgary, 80% of our people we get vaccinated. So I think from now to September, we have 3 months to finish all vaccinated. And we start vaccinated for free with the international students. So basically, Bow College students, you will got vaccinated.
All right, that's actually good news to hear. So that's also another incentive for Filipino students. If you can't get vaccinated here in the Philippines, go to Canada, study at Bow Valley, and you'll get vaccinated there. So it's for free. Is that correct?
Yes, it's actually yes. And I have to tell you about our health insurance. When you study abroad, you must have the health insurance, right? But in Alberta, in Calgary and Bow Valley College, we pay for the student. The institution will pay for you. So the student can save about 1,000 or more than 1,000 per year for the health insurance. So with this health insurance, you absolutely can get the vaccine 100%.
Okay, so that is very good news. Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing news. Okay, so all right. So for our attendees for today, you heard it from Eric. Okay, so for the health insurance, you can get vaccinated in Canada. All right, thank you so much, Eric, for that. All right, so moving on, we have a question here from Admon. Okay, so does having a degree in pharmacy have an advantage in being admitted to the pharmacy technician program?
Yes, thank you for the question. Actually, as I mentioned before, with our program, we don't ask for work experience or the background. So basically, it's first come, first serve. However, with the background, with the degree in pharmacy, I think you will have faster learning than job friend because you already have the knowledge. You already know about pharmacy, so it will be easier for you to study in Canada. However, I can only suggest you to apply as soon as possible to get a slot because we actually only first come first serve service.
Okay, so it's regardless of their qualifications. It's first come, first serve. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have a question here from Mary Ann. Do you have postgraduate work permit in education program? I'm currently working as a teacher already. All right. Okay, so
Actually,
Eric?
about the postgraduate work Yeah, about the postgraduate work permit. Actually, as I mentioned at the beginning of my presentation, we are public institution. We guarantee for you the PGWP, the work permit. So with your background, you are currently working as a teacher, I can suggest you to choose our community study program. For example, the early childhood, childhood care, education assistant, a lot of options for you to choose. And after you finish our program, you will earn at least 1 year of PGWP to maximum 3 years.
Okay, thank you so much, Eric. Okay, so we have a question here from Rachel. Okay, is there a scholarship grant? So I know you discussed this during your presentation, but can you go through the scholarships one by one?
Yeah. So I think I will share the screen again. It's okay, right? Yeah. Good. So back to the scholarship we have here. So we have a lot of scholarship, a lot of options for you to choose. For example, the entrance scholarship or the in-course scholarship. For example, if you get a high GPA, you can earn the scholarship. Besides that, we have some international exclusive scholarship. For example, because of the entrance scholarship, even domestic students can apply for that. But the international mobility award, only international students can earn. So how you can apply for the scholarship? You must apply to Bow Valley College first, you get the LA, and then you apply for the scholarship. During your studying, you will have a lot of opportunity to apply for scholarship. And if you don't know how to do that, you don't know where to find the information, feel free to contact with international department. We have student service team to support you with all these kind of questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so I hope you got the information you needed, Rachel. Okay, so next question we have here from Admon. I have a tourist visa to Canada. Do I skip a few steps in obtaining a student permit? Okay, so actually, you can already skip, if I'm not mistaken, the biometrics, because if you've already submitted your biometrics before, it's already good for 10 years. So I don't think they'll be asking for your biometrics again because it's already in their system. All right. So thank you so much, Edmond, for that. Okay. So we have a question here from Michael. Hi, Bea. Is there a chance the application for the student permit will be denied even after being enrolled? What would happen then if it will be denied? Okay. So you actually have two options for that. The first option, and we highly encourage you to get this, is the you can reapply. Okay, so there's no additional fees for the ACN fees. You won't pay the tuition fee again. You'll just pay the study permit fee after the reapplication. Okay, so when are denied a visa, they will give you the reasons for refusals. They will list it down in your refusal letter. And what we can do with the reapplication, it would just address these issues so that when we reapply, our application is already tailored to what they are looking for. Now, the second option is if you don't want to continue, you can refund your tuition fee, or you can also stop your application. So I would like to ask Eric, what are your refund policies if a student gets denied a visa?
Yes. Thank you for the question. There's one thing we have to mention, right? It's very important. So about the refund policy, first we talk about deposit, right? Normally, most of the institutions, they said that the deposit is non-refundable. However, with Bow Valley College, we have specific answer for this. If you got your visa denied, yes, we will refund 100% for you for the deposit, 1,500. However, if you change your mind, you change the plan, you don't want to study with us, that deposit will be non-refundable. Now we go to the second part, is about the tuition. Because you know, a lot of students, they go with the SDS program, right? The study direct stream. So you will have to pay the first year tuition. With any reason, we will pay back for you. We will refund 100% the tuition. So no worry.
Okay, thank you so much, Eric, for that. All right, so we have a question here from Sandy. I am undergrad in nursing and working as insurance advisor or agent. What program can I fit in? Okay, so how Eric, what program is best suited for someone who has an undergraduate in nursing and she's now in insurance?
Actually, I have to say that it depends on what you want to study. The
Mhm.
reason is you have background nursing, but you're working in the business industry. So with the background nursing, I can suggest you to choose our health and wellness program. We have the health human service postgraduate program. So it's fit to your background. Um, Otherwise, you can choose to study the community studies. As I mentioned before, we have childhood care, we have social work, so it's pretty familiar with your background. However, if you want to continue to work in the business industry, we can offer you the business administration diploma. We have two major will be suitable for you. The first major is financial service. The second major is the insurance and risk management.
Mhm.
So after you finish our business diploma program, you will earn the 2 year or 3 year of PGWP. So basically you have three options, depend on what your interest.
All right. Yes, thank you so much. So here comes also the importance of the consultation with ACN Southern. So we also have to check your background, your past education, your work experience, so that we can find and we can tailor the best program for you. So if you are looking to go back into the nursing industry or the healthcare industry, or if you want to continue and get formal education in the business industry, we will go through that during the consultation. Okay, so it really depends on what you want. Okay, so Sandy, send me a message through my Facebook or send me an email, then let's schedule a consultation. Okay, so next we have here from Erlinda. So how many students in a class of early childhood education? Okay, so
Yeah,
this is a question for Eric.
yeah. Thank you for the question. At this moment, we have 17,000 students study with Mobile College. However, we always keep the number of international students around 10 to 12%. So our class size is pretty small, especially with early childhood education. Normally, we only have 20 to 25 students study at the same time in a class. The reason is we want you to have a very Canadian experience when you study. Besides that, we are college. We focus very much on the practicum, on the real working environment. So with the small class size, our instructor, our professor can easier to help you, easier to guide you, get through everything. So 20 to 25.
Okay, thank you so much for that information, Eric. All right, so yes, welcome Edmond, welcome Mary Ann. Okay, so a question from Janice. Can we have the list of courses available and the sample tuition fee computation?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, you can contact with APN and also Upsidebox to ask about the material. I will share all the material with them. And I have to have a suggestion for you before apply because as I have told you, we run out slot pretty quickly. I don't want you to apply and to go to waitlist or you don't have slot. It's waste your time and money. So before apply, please kindly ask uh, ACN and ask us about the program availability. I will suggest you which program is being available, which program not, so you can make the right decision.
All right, thank you so much, Eric. So we will work together with Apply Board to see if your application is still will be accepted if they have still slots for that program. Okay, so we'll give you a list. Okay? So everybody who registered for this webinar through Zoom, I have your email addresses. I will be sending out the information for the list of courses, and I'll be sending out the estimate of expenses or the breakdown of the fees. All right. So if for our Facebook live viewers, if you have not registered to Zoom or you weren't able to join, you can send me an email so that I can also share this information with you guys. Okay, so thank you so much, Eric. Thank you, Janice, for your question. Okay, now we have from Admon. So, how many hours of work per week does the student permit allow? Okay, so for the student permit or the study permit, you are allowed to work 20 hours per week during the school term. Then, when it's the scheduled school breaks, that is the time when you can work full time. Okay, so 20 hours per week during the school term, then unlimited when you're on your breaks. Okay. All right. So we have a question here from Honeyleth. Hi, I am a CPA here in the Philippines. Is there a program or course Bo Valley can offer where I can apply for transfer credits for shorter term? In this case, am I still eligible for scholarship grants?
Yes, thank you for the question. About the transfer credit, we cannot guarantee for you with the transfer. The reason is the curriculum between education system in Canada and Philippines are different, so we cannot guarantee that. However, when you apply and you still can ask the admission to take a look at the transcript and ask if they can transfer some of the credit for you. So feel free to do that. Feel free to ask our admission team. About the program, I think you can choose our business administration program with the finance major. Basically, we have some other options. For example, the insurance and risk management also are very good, or supply chain management. They're pretty hot now.
All right. Thank you so much for the information, Eric. Okay. Thank you so much, Hanileth, for your question. Okay, next we have from Aaron. Approximately how much the estimated budget to study and work in Canada? Okay, so this actually depends on the program because the tuition fee varies. So I would you could wait for the estimate of expenses that I'll be sending out after this webinar. And if you have any more questions, Aaron, regarding the breakdown, we can schedule the consultation so that we can talk about it. All right. Okay, so we have a direct message here. Okay, so what if I plan to enroll a 1 year program? Then in the middle of the semester, I plan to take another program for another 1 year. Will I be eligible for years of PGWP? Okay, so Eric, would you like to take this question if they can enroll to another program in the middle of the semester?
Uh, yeah, actually, I'm not sure I understand right, but from my point of view, if you want to extend your PGWP, because if you study 1 year, you can stay 1 year, right? However, based on the rule and policy of the government, if you study two programs, each program is 1 year program, you still can earn the PGWP from 2 to 3 years. So my suggestion is, you can apply for the first program first, you study, and ACN will have you to calculate the time you will apply for the next program. So right after you finish the first program, you will go directly to the second program. In total, you have 2 years study, and it also helps you to get more time for PGWP.
All right, thank you so much. So if ever, what if they decide to take 2 years program? Can they enroll for it already? Like enroll for two programs already? Does Bow Valley College
At the same
allow
time,
that?
right?
Yeah, at the same time.
Actually, I think it's not, it cannot happen with us. We only accept you to study one program at the same time. So you have to wait until you finish the first program until you go to the second. Because, with the time you spend for one program is a lot of time because studying in Canada is never easy based on my experience. Besides that, I have to remind that you still have 20 hours per week for part-time job when you're studying. So I think you would like to have some part-time job cover a part of your living expense instead of 100% only study.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Eric, for that. Okay. All right, so we have a question here from Aishen. Okay. Hi, I'm a graduating senior high school student. Is there a course for computer science? And if I can apply, when will be the deadline for the fees?
Yes. So as I mentioned before, we have the creative technology program. With you, you are senior high school, right? You finished your high school, now you want to study with us. We have the diploma program of software development, or you can study the IT program, the information technology system program. And about the deadline for when's the deadline for the fee? Actually, when you apply, you will have to pay the application fee first. And then when we process all the paper, we feel that you are qualified enough, we will send you the offer and you pay the deposit, the 1,500 to get the LA. And before you start the program, you will have to pay the first semester tuition.
All right. Thank you so much, Eric, for that. Okay, so you're welcome, Janice. Okay, question from Isa. How long is the semestral break for fall intakes and what are the months?
Yeah, so basically our intake, we have 3 intakes per year. The January, May, and September, and each semester, each intake will last for 4 months. So after 4 months, you will have some break. However, with some program with 6 terms of study, you will have to study the whole year. You don't have to, you have some break. So it's a little bit difficult for international students. However, in Canada, we have a lot of holidays, actually, a lot of national holidays. So we will have some break at that time. But normally with the students, they will have the summer break for 3 months, for example. And with these 3 months, you can work for full time. You don't have to worry about 20 hours per week. You can work as many as you want. So it's an advantage of the break.
All right, thank you so much. So that's actually a long time to do full-time work. You can do full-time work for 3 months. Okay, thank you so much, Eric, for that. All right, so we have a next question here from Jessica. So for medical technologists, what program is applicable?
Yeah, so actually with your background, I can suggest you with the hospital unit collect, the human resource program of health human service, medical office assistant. Besides that, most of students, I think they will choose the program related to health wellness, for example, the healthcare aid or the health human service management.
Okay, thank you so much. So if a lot of our participants are not yet sure what program is applicable for them, not sure what program they want to take, I really highly encourage everybody to set an appointment with me so that we can discuss that. So if whatever program you're looking for, I'm sure we can find one for you. Okay, so guys, send me an email acn730 so that we can discuss for that. Okay, so welcome Jessica. Yes, welcome Isa. All right, so we have here a direct message. So how long does it take for Bow Valley to issue the letter of acceptance?
Yes, so after we receive all your documents, if you qualify, it will take us maximum from 6 to 8 weeks to issue the LA. However, now at this moment, normally it only takes us from 3 to 4 weeks to do all the paperwork. So I think it's pretty fast compared with in the past. We took a lot of time. And the good thing is, in a better, only Eric is the representative for the institution. So you can easier to contact with the institution compared with other institutions. If until 4 weeks you don't have any feedback from us, you still wait for the LA, feel free to contact me, feel free to email me, ask about your case, and I will push our admission to do the faster job for you.
All right, thank you so much, Eric, for that. All right, so I would also like to ask Pearl, how long is the documents from the application? How long it will take for apply board to submit it to the school, and how long would it take for the LOE reach the student through apply board?
All right. So, well, for Bow Valley specifically, once you have submitted all of your documents, your team has verified all the documents, and that we are confident that Bow Valley will give them their acceptance. We send it directly to Bow Valley within 24 to 48 hours. And after which, once Bow Valley receives the application, again, there's a time for them to process. So you mentioned about right around 4 weeks or so, right, Eric?
Yeah.
So usually Bow Valley would send the acceptance to the student or to us, and we'll immediately post it to the platform for ACN to look into and send it to their students.
All right. Thank you so much, Pearl. Okay. All right, so moving on, we have a question here from Janice. So, are we allowed to take a part time job while studying, even not a semestral break yet? Yes, you can take the part time job while you are studying. So, this will also allow you to have an income while you are a student in Bow Valley College. So, I would also like to ask Eric, do you assist your students to look for part time jobs, or are there part time jobs also available on campus?
Yeah, actually, about the part-time job, yes, students can choose on-campus, off-campus job. However, on-campus job, we don't have many jobs. For example, students can do some kind of support for their professor, or they can work as a cafeteria, the bookstore. Most of the students, they work off-campus, work at the supermarket, work at some kind of souvenir shop or restaurant. Basically, out soon I saw that they share the information about part-time job with their friends. But however, if you need a support, once again, feel free to come to international department, ask for the support because we are always there for you, for even have you to find some conclusion about the part-time job or the full-time job in the future.
Sorry. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so I think I missed a question earlier. Okay, so this is from Robert. Can I bring with me my son who will be turning 18 on June 2022 if my intake will be before his birthday? Okay, so this is about the study permit. All right. So I have actually not yet encountered this, but the legal age, I believe, for Alberta is it correct? Is it 18 years old, the legal age? Okay, so for the
Yeah.
legal age, okay. So usually when the dependents or the children of the study permit holder is already of legal age, they might need their own study permit because and they would need to do a separate application. All right. So Robert, I would love to set up an appointment with you so that we can talk about this consultation and what we can do before your son turns 18. All right, so let's talk about that. All right, so welcome to everybody. Okay, so from Isa, before paying the initial deposit for the tuition fee, will we receive a offer letter, right? Then once paid, that's the time we receive the LOA, correct? Yes, that's correct. So you submit your application, we receive the letter of offer, meaning they're offering you a seat for their program. To accept that offer, we pay the tuition fee deposit, then we receive the letter of acceptance, which means you're now officially a student at Bow Valley College. Okay, so long story short, yeah, that's the enrollment process. Is that that's correct, right, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, yes, you're welcome, Janice. All right, so I've reached the end of our Zoom chat. Does anybody have any follow-up questions or more questions for Apply Board and Bow Valley College before we end? Okay, so for we have here from Jessica for January 2022 or May 2022, when is the right time to start applying?
Yeah, actually, we already run out slot for January 2022. So I would suggest you to choose the program for intake May 2022, which is been available. Or you can wait until the early August to apply for our September 2022 intake.
All right, thank you. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, but not all of your programs are available for the May and January intake. Is that correct?
Actually, most of the program will happen in January and September intake.
Okay.
In May, we only have a few programs.
Okay, so just a few programs. Okay, so before applying for the May 2022, we have to double check if the programs are offered for that intake. Okay,
Yeah,
so we will
exactly.
be in touch with Apply Board for that. We'll definitely check out what programs are available for that intake. Okay, thank you so much, Eric. Thank you, Jessica, for your question. Does anybody else have any follow-up questions or more questions that you would like to ask? Okay, so I will be counting down from, yes, you're very welcome, Isa. Okay, so I'll be counting down from 5 so that you can guys send in your questions. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have a question here from Monique. So aside from the ACN fee, do we have other fees to pay? Yes. So at the end of this webinar, I'll be sending out an estimate of expenses. It already includes the ACN fees, the tuition fee deposit for the school, and the fees you'll need to pay for the study permit application. So there is also a fee to pay for the biometrics and the medical health check. Okay, so I'll send out the breakdown for that. All right, so we have a follow up here from Jessica. So for the health and human services management, will it be open for the May 2022?
I will need to double check again because wait me a minute.
All right, sure thing.
I will double check for the program ability now.
Yes, you're very welcome, Jessica. Okay, so while we wait for Eric, I have another question here.
Yeah, I have the answer.
Oh, sure thing.
Actually, I got the answer for you. The health human service at this moment, we still have available slots for the spring 2022 on May, and however, we only have about 10 slots. So the health human service management in May 2022, you should hurry up.
All right, thank you so much for that. Okay, so yeah, I have a direct message here. So if I was accepted for the January 2022 and I plan to defer and have May 2022 instead, will it incur additional charges? Yes, hi, Eric.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, if you are not the person who will study, you have to apply for the study permit with your husband.
Oh.
He can apply for the open work permit. You don't need to have the study permit. So with the open work permit, he can go to work. With the daughter, it will depend on her age. So with this specific question, I think ACN will support you, especially with the document and all the processing.
All right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Eric. Okay. So Emmeline, yes. We can also do the consultation for that. If you're applying with your family. All right. So yeah. Eric, I have a question. Direct message here. Okay. So if they plan to defer their program to the next intake, will it incur additional charges for Bow Valley College?
Actually, unfortunately, we don't have the defer policy. We only have deferral policy with the pandemic. However, now everything cool down, everything come back to normal. We don't have the deferral policy. The reason is we run out slots very quickly. So we cannot use the deferral because it will take the chance of the future students. So if you want to defer, you have to apply from the beginning. And remember, you will lose the deposit. So be careful when you're planning to study in Canada.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for that information. Okay. So next question here we have from Robinson. Do we need a work permit when we apply for a part-time job? Okay. So actually, no, Robinson. Your study permit is already a permit that will also allow you to do the part-time job. Okay. So it's already included with your study permit. So you won't need another permit to do the part-time job. All right. So I hope I clarified that for you. Okay. So Do you have any more last questions? Yes, so we have from Monique. If in the middle of the application, I decide to discontinue my application with ACN, is the ACN fee transferable, like to a relative or someone who's also interested in the program? Okay, so I guess I haven't had this happen to my students yet, but I can definitely ask our director if we can do this. So far, I am not yet with my time at ACN, I haven't had this happen yet, but we can ask permission, okay, if we would like to do the transfer of your application. But if ever, the ACN contract is actually it has no deadline. So as long as you've signed the contract and you have not yet gotten your study permit, or in the middle of the application you choose to freeze your application with us, and then you decide to go on with the application again, your contract with us still stands. All right. So if ever that helps you, okay. Thank you so much, Monique, for that. Yes, you're welcome. All right. So do we have any last questions from our participants today before we end the session? All right. So I'll be counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for your questions. And before we end, I would like to ask some last messages from our presenters today. So first off, Eric, what is your message to our participants?
Actually, I just want to say thank you everyone to join me today. I saw a lot of questions which make me very happy because I do know that you're interested in studying with Bowling College. But besides that, I also want to say thank you to ACN and also ApplyBob who helped me to have this great opportunity to talk with all of you. I hope we will see you soon in Calgary.
All right. Thank you so much, Eric. Okay. So now let's hear from Pearl. Pearl, do you have any messages for our participants?
Well, thank you for joining today. It's been a great pleasure to answer the questions that you guys have, give you more information about Canada as your destination for studying. And well, thank you, Bea. Thank you, Eric, as well for hosting this event. And to anyone who is, having the ambition to study abroad, live abroad, and basically essentially move abroad, it's actually the perfect time to start and take that leap into going abroad. It is definitely the perfect time. All schools, all countries are starting to reopen, and as well as they're needing more international students to enter the border. So today is the perfect time to do all of your applications. We have ACN that will help you out into finding the right path for you in terms of studying and immigrating, basically.
All right. Thank you so much, Pearl. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for your attendance in our webinar. Thank you so much, Eric and Pearl, for presenting about Canada and Bow Valley College. So this has been a lovely afternoon, everybody. If you want to contact me, my information is on your screens. So this has been Bea Barcelona, Eric Wen, and Pearl Yu. And thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day. Bye, everybody. Stay safe.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.